great warrior for Our Lady. Overall, she works for Mary's Meals and now has been such a help for us in our promotion with Radio Maria as well. So I'm sure she's well in with Our Lady and we'll be getting many blessings today, Patricia. And we went up to 3 different churches in the parish of Curla and Templeport, which is the parish of Father Sean Maguire. The youngest priest in the diocese of Kilmore, isn't it?
Youngest parish priest, I think.
Youngest parish priest,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but it was great overall. Just really, really lovely people. Very receptive, very open to hearing about Radio Maria. And a few already were listening as well. A few people were already saying that they listened to it in the evenings.
Die-hard fans there.
Yeah.
Eileen was one lady we met that she listens morning, noon and night and was delighted to put faces on the voices there.
Yeah.
And asked for prayers for herself and her family too. So big fan of the radio. So it's nice to get a bit of, again for us, sort of visually to kind of see the facial reactions and the interaction of people just giving us words of encouragement and support personally too.
Yeah.
So do please share that with us. This is part of the MARIATHON today. We have a few voice messages lined up if you want to get in touch with us and if you'd like to help us, because part of our MARIATHON is not only celebrating the great gift and blessing of the radio here, but inviting you to participate in it as well through your prayer, through your promotion, letting others know about Radio Maria, but most especially at this time, the financial assistance that is necessary to keep the machinery running, to keep us on air. So please do get in touch with us. And we have our what's going to become a customary approach now. I think of a question and answer little round, unseen questions to share with you very shortly, and we'll go around the table here and learn some interesting things perhaps about one another in the meantime. If it's too embarrassing, feel free not to answer.
Just skip it if it's embarrassing.
That's right. Pass.
Do you have a buzzer? No.
That's true. So can I give just a shout out before we start on our little adventure here to our Radio Maria calendar, which has just arrived.
Woo.
And there's a working sleeves rolled up picture of me on the front of it, but I must say, Ruth, it's a lovely job between the two of us, I think, but you did a lot of the groundwork in organising all the images and the lovely little small little icons for the feast days of Our Lady. So
yes, I think that's a nice touch this year to just have that kind of, so your eye is drawn to the very important feast days of the month.
It's drawn in there. So just to show the camera there, you picked out some nice pictures from Holy Family Mission for your enacted Passion play, I suppose, or the Passion of the Lord there, with some of the young people participating in that. Very nicely done. And just that image for the month of March, obviously the season of Lent, and you see a little green icon there for St. Patrick. Nice little image for the Last Supper as well on there for the month of April, and so on through the calendar. Now we're sending one out to everybody on our database. We have 4,000 or 5,000 names, I'd say, easily on our database at this stage. We've ordered 5,000 calendars. We know people like a little bunch of them sometimes to give them away, and we're happy to send them out at no cost as well, simply as a promotional tool. So they're going out in the post the next coming days. Ruth, you'll be busy.
Yes, we will, packing up a lot of calendars and sending them out and hoping to beat the post, I guess, to get them to people before Christmas.
Sure.
But we'll see, all in God's time.
Indeed, and if they arrive a little after Christmas, they'll still be in time for the new year anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get there. A lot of work anyway gone into that, so thanks for that, Ruth, and well done.
Thank you.
Good. We're going to go into our little Q&A moment here. Now again, maybe actually the first one, Aidan told us what the first one is, so Katherine, you might like to give us that one. It's basically how people might come.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Who answers this? I do? Or
I think we answer each one as we pick it up. We give the answer.
Okay.
I guess that's the idea.
Give out the landline number and address for anyone who would like to support us.
Okay. Do you have it off by heart?
I don't have it by heart.
You
I am
don't.
a horrible employee.
Normally we have it on a sticky note.
There's a piece of paper always sitting there. I'm not used to this room.
That's true. Okay, our little piece of paper is missing. How about, here's another quiz question though. Ruth, do you know the answer?
I know the landline number and part of the address.
Okay, we'll go for it.
Okay, so our landline number is 014-123-456, which is a great number for me to remember.
Easy.
And then the address is for anyone who wants to write in. Is it
Hint, it's on the inside cover of the calendar.
St. Anthony's, I'm not cheating. St. Anthony's Business Park, Ballymount Road, D22 R7W2.
Yes, somebody sometime actually said we should give out just the postcode, and that would find us, D22 R7W2. Okay, good. And the text number and WhatsApp number?
Text and WhatsApp is 089-467-2000.
There you go. She's not really reading that at all.
No, I have that.
So do please get in touch, and I might mention, please, again, any little offering you might be able to give to us, very, very gratefully received. And just to keep in mind that we have had some little difficulties with cards being used over the phone, and the second layer or third layer, I had to give up now, I don't know how many layers there are, of security, where the bank sends you a code to your smartphone so that verifies your authenticity and the transaction, and it's to protect your account, obviously, which is a very good thing, but we've come unstuck on that from time to time with some listeners who struggle with that technology. You might have a smartphone at all or be enabled with the app for your banking, but don't let that stop you at all. Pledge a little amount if you can, and maybe sometime later a postal order or a cheque as at your convenience. So we're very, very grateful indeed to all who support us, and we certainly need all of that financial assistance. It's about 90 cents or so a minute to pay for the costs, the ongoing costs. So it comes to 35 or 40,000 a month.
Okay,
so it's not a small amount of money indeed. And because we have such a wonderful staff, and a large staff indeed, that's a major part of that expense, and money well spent, I might say, on our dear wonderful staff here who work so hard and bring you all that we are able to bring you, as indeed all of the other expenses of lighting and heating, technology, licensing fees, rent rates, and etc. Anybody who runs a business knows well what's involved there. So Ruth, let you jump in there at the second mysterious question.
Well, I'm a bit nervous now. What's it going to be? Okay, what's your name and where are you from? I think this one I can manage. So my name is Ruth Hogan, and I'm from Knockany, County Limerick.
You are. Does it say all answer? It says
all answer, yeah.
Okay. Well, do I need to bother
what's
Eamonn
your name?
McCarthy? I'm from Cork, Cork City originally, but here, of course, living in Dublin now as well. So Cork is my home territory, really.
You couldn't tell it all by the accent.
No.
And I'm Katherine Dunn. I'm from Modesto, California, originally. Exotic Modesto.
Yes.
If you knew Modesto, you'd know it's not very exotic. But
don't tell us that. It sounds it.
It's the beach. No, it's not.
And where on the map is it? Close to the coast, to San Jose?
Central California, Central Valley. So it's 90 miles east of San Francisco.
East of San Francisco. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same latitude?
Well, it's in a valley, so it'd be... Or latitude, yeah.
Yes, as in the north end of California.
Yeah, Northern California.
Okay.
It's about a 6-hour drive to Los Angeles, so not really close to down there.
Sure.
But yeah, that's where I grew up.
And if you're east of San Francisco, well, you're miles from the ocean, the Pacific.
Yeah, it'd be an hour and a half to the ocean, yeah.
Okay. And if you were to go to the beach on a day out?
On a day out, yeah. To a nice beach, 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. You're probably going further south to get a bit of heat.
A little bit, yeah. We'd go to like Monterey or Santa Cruz, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All these names we've heard of many times.
Yeah. One day we'll all come visit. It'll be great. Radio Maria to California.
That sounds great. Yeah, I went to Santa Cruz many, many years ago, and I just remember the water was cold. I was sort of disappointed. Went into the ocean. I was like, this is like Kerry or anywhere else.
Yeah, it is cold.
So you have to come that much further south, I think, to get the warmer.
Go to Florida, maybe even.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Anyway, very good. So maybe I'll take the next one here, and we'll see what's just for me. I give out the landline number and address. Okay, 014-123. That's right. Without looking, 456. And if you want to text or WhatsApp us as well, 089-467-2000. And if you're in the north or outside of Ireland, put a plus 353 in front of that. Plus 353 14123 456 or plus 353 89 467 2000. And we're here at St. Anthony's Business Park, Ballymount Road, as opposed to Ballymun, different part of the city completely. Ballymount Road, D22 or 7W2. Ruth.
Okay.
Oh, Ruth, sorry. Here I do my dad thing again, getting the wrong names.
Okay. What were you doing before working in Radio Maria?
Katherine.
What was I doing? I was at Maynooth last year getting a degree in Christian Communications and Media Practice.
How bad is that?
That's where I was.
I think that makes you the most qualified person in the building.
Yeah. That's what I was doing last year.
Sounds good.
Nice.
I think all are to answer that one.
Everyone has to answer.
What was I doing before working in radio? I also was in Maynooth.
Whoa, but we didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other.
Crazy.
We didn't even see you.
Well, maybe I saw you, but
yeah,
didn't connect anything.
Didn't make an impression.
Sorry, but I saw you on the road.
So I was doing my final year of an undergraduate degree in theology and music.
Oh. And did you not cross paths musically? You know,
it was COVID.
Everything was
nothing was open.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, a disaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably would have otherwise, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And have I got to answer that? What was I doing? Oh, well, I was in the parish of Macroom in Cork as a curate. So it's sort of local priest, unheard of, well below the radar, and doing my little bit for my corner of the kingdom, I guess.
Nice.
So good. So no, thanks, Katherine. It's Ruth.
All right. Let's see. If you had to delete all but 3 apps on your phone, which ones would you keep?
Oh, that's tricky.
Oh, Spotify.
Right.
I would keep Spotify and WhatsApp. And does it mean I'm going to say my alarm clock? I don't know if that counts as an app or if that's just built into your phone, but I need that very much.
They're pretty essential, I guess.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. And hopefully with our new website, whenever it comes around, Katherine is busy working on it in the background. These things just take so much time.
Yeah.
That we will have connectivity to Spotify for all our podcasts.
Yes. I can't wait for that.
So please go. All answer. What's your favourite programme on Radio Maria Ireland? Well, I think it's a tough decision now because all the programmes really have their own characteristic and their own favourite thing about them. But I guess Ceolagus Crack is kind of the most relaxed and sort of entertaining, and Thomas is such a knowledgeable source of information on all things trad music. So and it's relaxed, so that'll be one of mine anyway. So it says all to answer.
My favourite programme. I'd probably go for Total Beauty, Tara's one, because I love all that music and classical music side of things. It's very enjoyable. Katherine?
I think mine, this is a little biased because I basically produced the show, is Vocation Stories with Father David. I hope he's listening and hears this. We just have a lot of fun behind the scenes too, joking around. And then I love getting to sit there and listen to whoever's on and their story. And you could hear 100 vocation stories and they're still interesting every time. So
nice one.
Yeah,
nice
I think his show's my favorite.
It's a good one. It's a good one. And Jeanette was in touch recently. She's been doing a bit of work in the background as well, contacting prisons and hoping to just strengthen our bond with prisons and those in prison. But she's come across 1 or 2 very interesting chaplains who I think would make fabulous vocation stories.
Yeah, we should get them on.
Yes, I'll connect you in with one of those. Is a religious sister who spent 20 years ministering as a chaplain in prisons, but has set up a kind of a service for families of prisoners to connect in with and to be a listening ear and support for them. And it's here in Clondalkin. Over the road. I don't know where exactly, but I know it's close here. Yeah. Because we do actually have 2 prisons close to us here. Do you know what they are? Test for you. Do you know, can you name any prisons in Ireland? How about that?
Mountjoy.
Mountjoy, yes, very good.
Is that near here?
It's in the city, yeah, it's closer into town.
I don't.
You don't know? Portlaoise is another very big one, actually.
Yeah.
But the two nearest here, Wheatfield Prison, and I think it might be more for young offenders, and Cloverhill Prison. They're two quite big prisons in Clondalkin here.
Okay. Well, while we're speaking about Jeanette, I might just plug that later on Join the Team, Jeanette will be joining me to speak a little bit about that ministry that she's doing with prisons, if anybody would like to listen in later.
I'll listen in, because that's fabulous work. I'm so pleased that we're able to begin a little sort of direction or sort of connectivity with prisons, because again, we've had letters from several prisoners already, and it's just lovely to hear that they're listening and getting support from it. And I'm reading at the moment the second volume of Cardinal Pell's story of his time in prison. I don't know if you've come across that, and he's in solitary confinement, and it's how he's coping and keeping sane in the middle of all that. And of course it's very scriptural. Peter and Paul both in prison, the Lord himself, that whole idea. So setting the prisoners free. So if we can be a voice, a lifeline to prisoners and their family members, I think is marvellous ministry.
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing.
So good. So look forward to that later on.
Is it my turn?
So Katherine, I think you're up next, yes.
Okay, let's see here. Oh my gosh, why do I get these questions? Okay, name 5 dioceses in Ireland.
Oh!
Off you go.
Dioceses are even harder. Well, I have to give a shout out to Ferns, because that was the first diocese I lived in when I lived in Wexford Town.
Done.
Dublin.
Easy peasy.
Oh, shoot. Wow. See, it's hard for me because I get counties and dioceses mixed up.
Well, if you throw in a few county names, you'll be doing quite well.
I know, right? Okay. And it's also sad because I do have a picture of all the dioceses above my desk.
Okay.
Oh, I stare at them all the time. Is Kilmore? No. Kilmore something?
Correct. That is
that's 3.
That's where we were on Sunday.
Oh, perfect. Oh man, I don't want to say wrong ones. I don't want to pronounce things wrong. Is the Portlaoise diocese or no? No, that's the same as...
That's the prison, that's a town.
Okay. Pretend I didn't say that. Guys, someone give me...
Think of some counties, say, down south. Or up north, even.
Cork?
Hey.
Is that a diocese?
It's a half a diocese.
Half of a diocese.
So you have a half point?
Half of a point. And so I need one more, I think. Oh, guys, I don't know. What is... I don't know how to pronounce it. Tuam?
Yes.
Tuam?
Yes, correct.
There you go.
Is that 5?
That's 4.5.
4.5.
So you got to give us another one.
To give you half of a diocese. Oh, man. What is the diocese for Armagh? Is it Armagh?
It's Armagh?
It is.
It's actually 5.5. I just
that's
wow.
right.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
Good.
I need to be better.
Yes. 26 dioceses
26,
altogether.
wow.
Yeah. And 4 archdioceses.
Okay.
So Dublin, Tuam, Armagh, and Cashel and Emly would be down south. There you go. So Limerick, Kerry, Galway would all be dioceses.
Okay.
Like county names. So
okay.
not so hard. Still tough for somebody from Modesto. I mean, if you ask me...
Yeah, what's my diocese?
Yeah, well, there you go. This was Modesto, is it?
No. Stockton.
Stockton. Okay, I wouldn't know.
That was going to be my guess.
Yeah. Ruth knew.
Yeah, we said Los Angeles. Is that an archdiocese?
Yeah, I'd say so. San Francisco is also an archdiocese.
Is Sacramento a diocese? No.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't actually know. I know my diocese.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, that'll be a tough one. Maybe next time.
There we go.
So go ahead, Ruth.
Okay. I'll answer. If you could have anyone on Radio Maria Ireland, who would you invite as your first guest? Oh, that's a very good question.
Wow.
Anyone to interview? I wonder, is it like dead or alive? Or just alive?
I guess, actually, yes. Yeah. And from the past.
Anyone.
Oh, there's so many options.
So many people, yeah.
Oh.
And what would be your first question?
Immediately, my mind went to Adele. I know she's not really the vibe, but like, let's have her up for a music hour. Yeah. Maybe she'll sing for us.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder, does she ever express any sort of faith or any interest in faith? I've never really heard her.
Not that I know of, but I don't know how much she shares besides her songs.
Yeah, I don't know.
A good one could be, do you know who Leah Darrow is?
Yeah.
She's like a Catholic mom speaker. She's American. But she's like very vibrant and fun. I think she would be fun to have on.
Okay. How do you spell her? Leah? Leah?
Yeah.
And her
Darrow.
Darrow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'd be fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like I might pick Father Michael Gately.
That'd be a good one.
He'd be cool. Because I'm obsessed with all his 33-day consecrations.
Yeah.
And his the Holy Trinity book is just amazing as well. So I love to.
Because he's quite popular, isn't he, as a speaker and just on the internet now, Spotify and all these other places.
Yeah.
No?
Father Mike Schmitz would be more.
Mike Schmitz is
Yes.
I
think Father Michael Gately has done a few talks, but I think he's more printing and writing and that sort of thing.
Sure. Well, if we could have anyone, I'd have the Lord himself on.
Oh, gosh, I said Adele.
That's it. I said I'll just take my leave of the studio and say, Lord, it's all yours.
Mic drop.
Well, it does say anyone, so I was going to push it.
Okay.
Would you not have Our Lady?
Oh,
well,
that's a good point.
That's true. We'd have to have both, I guess.
Yeah.
And we just hand the radio station over to them.
Yeah. It's yours anyway.
Just do the Mariathon for us. Thanks.
That's right. Good. Let's go another one. Now, you have to sing karaoke. What song do you pick? Man, you gotta be kidding me.
And then you have to do it right now.
Yes, we'll get a backing track up.
Well, the only song I can kind of sing to entertain is the lottery song. You ever heard me sing the lottery song?
No.
Of course, you're new, you see, so you haven't heard me make a total fool of myself singing that one.
Feel free.
I have time.
I'll give you a verse of it, but it kind of doesn't go karaoke. It's not something you'd see karaoke with words and music and stuff on. It's kind of better unaccompanied, really. It's about a man who thinks he wins the lottery.
Okay.
And he's really keen on it, 'Twas early Friday morning when I cycled into town. The front wheel it was wobbling, the mudguard falling down. The two legs on me trousers tied up with bits of twine, and a pension book was telling me a pint would soon be mine. That's the first verse.
Nice.
There's more.
Good
we might reserve it for another. Because
you're too good. We can't give them too much.
No, exactly. It'll be on Spotify once we have it.
Yeah, once we figure that out.
Watch the space. Well, I believe it is on the internet somewhere, wherever I sang it, because when we went to do a promotion in Blarney, the parish priest there, the first thing he said to me, I hadn't met the man for quite a number of years, and I'd never spoken to him at great length, but as soon as I arrived in the circus, he said, I was watching you on YouTube or Facebook or whatever this morning, you were singing your lottery song. He said it was brilliant. So I was like, really? How did you find that? I couldn't find it afterwards. So.
Oh, wow.
If anyone finds it, please text us in.
Send the link.
Send the link.
Our info is... Okay, let's see. Ask the person who previously answered to either sing some of the song or to give out the contact details to support the marathon.
Okay, well,
so you already sang it, so I feel like you have to give
it.
out the contact details.
Well, 014123456 Osquelga Annoy the Hen Hendo 3 Cara Cuig She. If indeed you want to ring us in Irish, you're welcome to. +353 again 141234556. Very good.
Okay. What has God taught you during the pandemic? Oh, it's quite a different tone.
And you have to sing it afterwards.
Yeah. Make a little ballad. I think He has taught me to not try to be in control of so much. To be more detached and trust in Him more when it comes to like what's going to happen in my life, because I used to have a schedule that was always full and always like everything that I laid out I knew was going to happen and I was ready for it. And then when the pandemic hit, everything was up in the air, and I found that I found it quite difficult at the beginning, that everything was shaky and I didn't know what was going to happen. And I think I realised that I had put too much weight on my schedules and on my plans rather than, you know, the Lord. So he's definitely been teaching me to trust in him first and not in my own plans and things.
That's good, yeah. The Lord is in charge for sure. No one could have seen where we'd be at now. It's just, and it's still kind of challenging. It's still teaching us, I guess.
Yeah,
Still lessons to be learned.
I'm interested what you would say. I know it says just you, but I'm interested to see what you would say for that one.
Well, I'd agree wholeheartedly with that. It's brought us to an altogether new place. We're out of our comfort zone, if you like, and this idea of returning to normality, whatever that was, and was it even normal? But it's sort of rattled us to the core, many of us, and in a sense we're living in a certain amount of anxiety now, even still. But trust is where really it has forced us really into that, say, look, the Lord is in charge here, no matter what happens. And I've been emphasising that a lot now in prayer and at Mass and everything. Just trust in the Lord. So, again, life is kind of unpredictable. So
storm is a great analogy. We were saying yesterday.
Yeah, I'd echo what you said, Ruth. The word control always comes up in my prayer, in my mind. I think my trust in the Lord has grown immensely in the last 2 years, because for a while that's all you had. Like, you had to live day to day and you didn't know what was going to happen. And I also leaned a lot on John Henry Newman's has a poem, and part of it is he's talking about the distant scene, one step enough for me. And so I kind of clung to one step enough for me, like one step, one day, sometimes 1 hour at a time. And yeah, God's in control, so I don't know why I ever thought I could do anything about it anyway.
And you can sing that too.
Yeah.
The distant scene, one step enough for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good.
Lead kindly light, isn't it?
Correct.
Lead kindly light.
Correct. Very appropriate for the times we're in, for sure.
Oh, he's good.
Nice. Now, is it my turn? It is?
It is.
Already? Again? How does this keep coming around? I'll answer. What is the future of Radio Maria Ireland?
Oh, good person to answer.
Where's my how vision have you?
10-year plan.
That's right. Well, I would hope, again, when we see the likes of the prison ministry, please God, that I'd like to see that developing in the immediate future, among other things, certainly, that the promotions we're getting out, it's kind of growing a little bit, gently, but slowly but surely. And I know the World Family's tentative plans for Radio Maria Ireland as an English-speaking, English-language radio, that it would be a kind of flagship radio among all of the Radio Marias, given Ireland's history and tradition of its missionary endeavour, to be a voice to the whole world in some way.
Wow.
So please God, again, we have a lot more growing to do. It's a slow journey, but it's a sure and steady one all the while. So please God, let many more souls be reached. Anyone else want to?
Exciting.
What is the future of Radio Maria Ireland? This is quite general, but I would love that it's something that every Catholic home, or everybody who practices their faith in Ireland, just has and knows about, and is linked in with in some way, that it can be the Catholic presence for people, because like it has so many of the things that are crucial to the life of faith, you know, like the office and the rosary and the Divine Mercy and the Mass and everything. And I think if that could just even be known by everybody who's Catholic in Ireland, that would be great.
The resource, good.
I think it's exciting. With something I get to work on is our new website and how people are going to listen to the shows when it's live, but then when it's not live. And so similarly, like, I would love if everyone had the app or has, you know, the show saved on Spotify, and that's just part of the routine to listen, either as part of their prayer life, or just like, I'm going on a walk and I'm going to listen to this show, or weekly or whatever. So that's exciting.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a kind of companion there as well. So Janine, a shout out, is watching on Facebook. Always nice to get your greetings. Janine is in the US, East Coast. There, so nice. And Gurpreet, I think, is in India. So one is early in the morning, one is late in the evening, and you're both listening in. So thanks for that. So I'm just wondering, maybe we'll leave out a piece of music. Maybe we'll just plough on through. I think just keep chatting. We're just having too much fun here all together. So Catherine,
we'll go to the next one. Okay. Do you know what is the meaning of your name? If not, Google it now. The meaning of my name, Catherine. I had like a little card when I was growing up. I think my grandmother gave it to me, where it said my name, and then it said like pure under it. That was supposed to be the meaning, but I don't know if that's real, but I'll take it. Catherine. And then my middle name's Rose, which is after my great-grandmother, so...
What does that mean?
Rose is a flower.
We'll look it up there. Ruth, yours of course, is an Old Testament name.
Yes, I think it means friend. I think Ruth means friend in Hebrew.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, Google says pure. That's nice.
There you go.
Very good. My baptized name is Edmund. I have no idea what that means. Eamonn is the Irish for Edmund, so except that it's a saint's name.
Google.
But I've never come across any sort of breakdown of it. I can check Google too.
Mund is world, isn't it?
Mundo, yes, it would be. Yes. Was that a sign? I don't know. Good, will we move on? I'll look up Edmund in the meantime and see if it yields any results.
Next question.
Here we go. Tell your faith journey in 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh, should we time you?
Okay. Wait, when it goes
on
to
your mark, get set, go.
Grew up in a Catholic family. I'm really fancy. When I was like a teenager in secondary school, I realised that the faith was not popular. Didn't want to do it because of that, and then had a retreat in my school.
You're halfway.
I had a retreat in my school. I'm panicking, with a priest, and he it really struck me that God saw me and loved me and got involved with E2000, went to Holy Family Mission, studied theology, and now I'm here.
Wow.
Amen.
That was 30 seconds exactly.
I don't even know if that was like my faith journey or just like a
your life.
Yeah. Very good.
Sometimes they're the same thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Good, well done. Thanks for that. And hopefully it's not your whole life flashing before you.
Yeah, that was weird.
A little bit more value for money there. Good, well done. Thank you. That was a tough question, that one. If you could meet any historical figure apart from Jesus, who would you choose and why?
I think we should say apart from Jesus or Mary.
That's right. So there you go. Apart from Our Lady, yeah, that's interesting too. Maybe one of the apostles. I guess St. Peter. I'd started there and say, fair play to you. Well done for hanging in there, bringing the rock. There's a lot of historical figures. I mean, Frank Duff would come to mind immediately as an Irish. You have to qualify that if it was an Irish one. And how he struggled through a tumultuous period of history, no more than our own, and yet kept the faith, and not only kept it, but evangelized in such extraordinary ways. So he'd be a great man to interview on vocation stories.
Yeah, we'll get him on. Call him if anyone has his number. Let me know. Okay, let's see what this next one says. I'll answer. If you could have anyone on Radio... Oh, we already did this one. If you had anyone on Radio Maria Ireland, who would you invite as your first guest?
Okay, well, our questions are all mixed up. Take another one. Take another one.
Oh, here's one just for you. What is your favorite emoji?
Oh, a deep one.
Oh, wow.
Super deep. Let me really reflect on this. The one I probably use the most is, but I don't know if it's my favorite. The one I used the most is the laughing, crying emoji.
Oh, right.
And I only use it when I've actually laughed. at what someone said. So if anyone ever gets a text from me, I truly am laughing, crying. I don't just use that willy-nilly. What else do I like? The upside down smiley face. Do you guys ever use that one? That's a good one. Where you're kind of like, oh. Yeah. I like also the salsa dancing lady. That's a good one. Yeah. So there's some of my favorites.
Somebody told me that the praying hands emoji is actually a high five.
See, is
that true?
Oh, is it?
Well,
I've been using that my whole life.
I've never used it as that.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't even look like. Well, you'd expect there to be some more animation around it for it to be kind of a clapping noise or something.
Yeah.
But it's great praying hands emoji, so it works. And you can get these stickers now. People send stickers. That's probably not a new thing, but I've seen it anyway. Just all you do in WhatsApp is just nice little holy pictures. You can get a little set of them and send them just on their own.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're quite nice too.
Okay.
Cool. Well,
there we are.
Next
one. All the time.
There we go. What is your favourite prayer?
Oh. It's just like my question.
Along the same lines. That's a great question. Again, I'm probably going to say the one that I pray the most. Like, there's probably a prayer that I've read from a saint or something that I've been like, I really love that, but I can't remember it at this point in time. So one that I kind of fall back on when I'm in dire need of something is the Memorare.
Yes.
It's just, I just know that Our Lady is right there and she's helping me out when I pray that one.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one.
They had a competition with it last year, a couple of years before, maybe before the pandemic, at the ploughing championship. I think it's Bishop Dennis Nolte, and they took votes as to what everybody's favourite prayer was.
Okay.
Actually made the news, the national news headlines too, after. It was a novel idea. And you know what the national consensus was? Favourite prayer?
Hail Mary?
Yeah.
Was
That's
it?
simple.
Nothing
complicated at all. Extraordinary.
Yeah.
That's great.
That says a lot, yeah.
It does,
That says a lot.
Still Our Lady's country.
Yes.
Good, we have time for one or two more. Let's see, depending on the question, of course. I give out the landline number 014123456. Give a call here or write to us as well, please. And this being our MARIATHON, we are appealing indeed for a little funding to help us carry us over with this great ministry. And the address here is St. Anthony's Business Park, Ballymount Road, Dublin 22, as in D22 or 7W2. Time for one more, maybe, Catherine?
One more.
Go for it.
Okay, I just answered that.
Oh.
We answered that one.
Oh, we're on the repeat now, are we?
Okay, I'll answer. When did you first hear of Radio Maria Ireland? When did I first hear? Oh, actually, I first heard of it a little over 2 years ago. Before I ever thought I'd work here, I was a volunteer at Newman University Church. And somehow Aidan got in contact with the house director where I was living. And so my housemate and I, Shane and I, came on for UCAT, I think. UChat.
All right.
And so sat at this table. That was probably one of the last times I was in here. No, not true. Sat at this table and did a little show, came in on a Tuesday night, and then I was like, okay, great, never going to go there again. And then... joke's on me here.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
You can look back, way back.
Yeah,
I've never, I don't think
somewhere.
I should re-listen to that. That'd be funny. But
It
yeah,
would.
a little over 2 years ago.
There you go.
Good.
When did I first hear Radio Maria Ireland? I'd say it was through Carmel, maybe a year and a half ago or a bit more. I'm not sure. I think I probably did hear about it before, but I can't remember when. But it kind of came into my life more regularly when Carmel was doing the Divine Mercy Hour, and then I started getting involved. And I think I did the Rosary Stories with Father Marius one evening as well, and just different little things. And I think the promotions on Instagram and stuff, I started seeing it a lot more when Sarah was doing all the promotions and that kind of thing. So probably about a year and a half ago as well. I'm sure I heard the name before then as well, though.
Good. Now, I see our time has escaped. It was 10 years ago when I heard of Radio Maria Ireland, so we're back in 2011, and it was the lady who's since died, God rest her now, Gabriella Scarano, approached me to be the priest director, and unfortunately I was not available at the time. And Father Michael stepped in there and did the rest, set it all up for me, and then handed it over. So it's been a journey ever since. So good. Thank you very much, Catherine. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, Father.
Well done. Nice to have you here for our Chatechesis, and thank you for watching in. Thank you for listening in as well this morning. And again, do please get in touch with us, 014-1234-56. We'd love to hear from you and any help that you can give to us today. Do please stay with us now. We'll take our leave of you visually, and we'll pause now for our Angelus and our midday prayer.